This week I'm in Athens at one of the favourite restaurants of my host this week. I'm sitting down for breakfast with the Greek MEP Eva Kaili, who is running for a second term for the Socialists and Democrats in the European Parliament. Morning to you, Eva.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
No, well, thank you for having me. You are hosting us here. This is one of your favourite restaurants, so just tell us, why have you brought us here?
Actually, it's in the center of the city, so it's quite busy, but in a nice way, and here it's calm. You can have great Greek food, and usually it's sunny, so you can see the sun from here. It feels like it's open.
Now, I hope you like games, because we're playing a game throughout this series.
Okay.
I am going to say a series of words, and I want you to say the first word that comes into your head after that. So we're going to start with Athens.
Oh, it's my home now.
Brussels.
It's my second home.
Populism.
Well, something we have to definitely avoid because it can destroy everything.
Fake news.
We have to give choices to citizens and they have to decide.
Mark Zuckerberg.
He's brilliant, but he likes for us to give him rules, and that's what we have to do.
Greek politics.
Well, always interesting, never boring.
Does it help to be connected that you, before entering European politics, were a member, of course, of the Greek Parliament? Does that mean you feel able to talk for the Greek people better than others?
Actually, yes, but basically it helped me a lot because I realized immediately what I could do and how I could be more useful. And I think this is what we need in these times. I try to bring the problems from Greece to solve them in Europe. And you know what? Actually, it works. You can solve problems, you can bring solutions to your country through Europe, because a big part, maybe the biggest part of legislation takes place there.
Fantastic. Oh, we have some food arriving. Wonderful that you've ordered for us. So talk us through what we have here.
Well, Greek yogurt.
Yes.
And fruit. So I think this is a traditional, of course, Greek honey.
I tell you what, I'm going to get you to start whilst we keep talking. We had Mark Zuckerberg saying this the other day. I hope it's going to be loud enough.
I don't think anyone can guarantee, in a world where you have nation states that are trying to interfere in elections, there's no single thing that we can do and say, okay, we've now solved the issue. Some of these things I think would benefit from a more democratic process and a more active government role.
The last thing he says is that actually he would welcome more government intervention in this. Is that something you would agree with?
Well, this is a difficult discussion. Why? I don't like to ban content, even if it's fake. You can lie and this could be okay if citizens have other options.
In your perfect world, would it be a place where every internet user was educated enough to be able to recognize or at least check themselves whether something was real or manipulated?
Well, I think that would be the perfect world, but also we don't have perfect politicians. So I know that there are politicians that if they are managed to be elected and they have the right to take down anything they consider it's fake or it's not convenient, then this could be even worse. So this is my concern, to protect us from somebody deciding what is true.
So for you, if you were trying to think of a few things that you would want to change about Europe, are there any, or for you is it running just as it should be?
I would like to change a lot of things. I would like to make it more fair. I would like to help to reduce inequalities. We haven't. I would be more fast to taking decisions and try to have a more harmonized environment.
Is it through social media that message has to try and go down to voters?
Well, it's not just social media. I think we have to make sure that young voters will be engaged. They will take their future in their hands and they will do something about it. I started when I was like 22. Everybody was telling me I cannot change the world. I should not even try. I should stay home. I should work and do something different. And if I had listened to them, they would create a future without me participating. So at least now I can say I tried.
So going into these elections, are you optimistic or pessimistic?
Oh well, I'm always optimistic, and I'm trying to make sure that my party will be more modern and it will respond to what citizens need to listen to. It will be more relevant. You cannot change things doing things the old way. You have to adapt and you have to be based on principles.
Eva Kaili, thank you so much for having us for breakfast, and we definitely need
Thank
to
you.
start eating this before it
Time
gets
to start.
cold. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.